I know you guys can hear all of that. Meh, meh. How we doing, people? Are you guys ready? There we are. Yes, yes, a new YouTube channel coming soon. Actually, I guess let me do this real quick. Turn this down. And we'll go to the full face. Boom. What's up, everybody? Gus Blade, hi. DC2 Chaos. Wow, new YouTube channel coming. Yep, new YouTube channel is on the way. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Is the music too loud? I feel like it's too loud. Let me turn this down. It's a little loud for me. There we go. There we go. So, no. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to Godzilla Apex, the YouTube channel where you can find the Godzilla Apex series and all related Godzilla Apex stuff. To answer your question, yes, new YouTube channel. But I guess, I don't know, like, do you guys have any questions for Apex or anything? Hi, your knee? Hi, knee. Oh, new. Oh, got you. What's up, Liz? How are you? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Are you a fan of Godzilla Apex? Have you seen the series? You have. So you're all caught up with season 2. How you liking season 2? Or how you liking the series so far? Your bros love me? Your bros love me? Wait. Oh, so your brothers watch this too? How many brothers do you have? Did the baby Godzilla turn into an adult now? Yes. That was easy. Next question. How did you come up with Space Godzilla design? Okay, so the Space Godzilla design, everybody really likes this design. I love it too, but I didn't come up with the design myself. All I told, so I commissioned a modeler to make this model for me. And what I said to them was, and this was quite literally all I said to them. All I said to them was, make a Space Godzilla that's a legendary version, like if it was in the MonsterVerse. Like, make your idea of it. And so he sent me concept art initially, which I immediately approved as soon as I saw the concepts. And then so really, the person who goes by they go by the name of JJJ, also known as Casey42, I think, on DeviantArt. They've done all of the actual, like, all the designs. So, like, not just the Space Godzilla, but they did the Super Godzilla design. They did the Biolante design. They did a bunch of monsters that are coming that you haven't even seen yet, because I have. Let me just put it to you this way. So we have of Apex that have Apex designs. We have Biolante, Space Godzilla, Super Godzilla, you know these, and Nemesis, which is essentially Legendary and Shin Godzilla mixed with some added features. And then there's Manda, King Caesar, Batra, Orga. I feel like I'm missing one. I think that's it. I think that's it. So anyway, so we have I have a bunch of different monsters ready to go for the next season, and I'm gonna be doing some really crazy things. Remember, we call him a god for a reason. You love my YouTube. You actually listen to my comments. I do. I try. I try to read everything. Like after usually like a month or so, I kind of stop paying attention because I get busy making new stuff. But I try to respond, especially like within a week. Like when something comes out, I try to respond immediately. I literally like when I get done with a video, I release it on YouTube, and then I just I literally sit back in my chair and I just watch people, like watch what they say, watch the comments, immediately respond to them for like the rest of the day after I release a video. That's all I do. I don't even work on anything else. What's the Super Godzilla based off of? How did we design it? So again, I didn't do... when I was talking to the modeler, who, by the way, is really good. This modeler that I was talking to you about is really fantastic and good at like modeling and art in general. And so I approached him again when I commissioned, because I commissioned all these models almost simultaneously, and I was like, for the Super Godzilla, I wanted, because I've always been a fan of the original Super Nintendo game, and with everything that's been happening in the Reiwa era, you know, Godzilla evolving, you know, Shin Godzilla, you got Singular Point Godzilla, you technically have the anime trilogy Godzilla, and even to a degree the MonsterVerse. If you look at Kong and even how Godzilla's spines grew out and all that, but like, that being said, I told him, I was like, you know, I want a Super Godzilla design, so that way, like, we can represent that again, but in a way that people like and that's kind of nostalgic, because this is fan stuff, right? Like, essentially Godzilla Apex is like an animated fan fiction. That's essentially what this is. Like, it's a story that I'm kind of halfway coming up with, and yeah. That guy back there, wait, what? No one is behind me. I mean, that guy back there, we all love your stuff. The most basic YouTube account. Oh no, you were saying that and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, my dad's in the hospital right now. That's why I haven't really said anything or haven't really been active. I've been meaning to stream more. I wanted to keep going, but my dad had to go into the hospital. Unfortunately, he's not doing well. And so, that's also another reason why things have slowed down with production. I am trying to push out. I mean, it's one of those situations where he's not going to feel better. This is he's got a it's fatal. It's quite literally just a matter of time. That's all it is. So that's something we've been dealing with. That be but you know, I don't want to talk too much about that. I want to talk about the fun stuff, the cool stuff, you know, the good stuff. But yeah, so but anyway, so I've kind of got a lot on my plate right now. I'm doing 3 things, and I kind of need your guys' help with this. I'm working on redoing my Patreon. It's still gonna stay the same, $5 a month, and you'll get access to a bunch of things, but I'm adding restructuring a bunch of things and making a new Discord server for Scribe Productions, which will allow you to directly interact with me without having to wait for a live stream or something like that, and you'll get updates on what's going on and what's happening and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna have movie nights where we'll watch obscure movies or monster movies or whatever. We'll take a vote on it. And you don't know how to get into Discord? Well, if you have a phone, you can download the Discord app. If you're on a computer, you just download the Discord app, and it walks you through the sign-in process. Super easy. If all the Ghidorahs are void Ghidorahs physical forms, and what is Godzilla Earth? So okay. I'm trying to figure out how to explain or to answer your question without giving away too much, because there are things that I don't want you to know yet, and things that you can know in the story, you know, because we're gonna have a season 3 and maybe even possibly a season 4. Let's put it this way. Okay, so Ghidorah, on the subject of Ghidorah, you know what? I might actually make a bunch of videos about this stuff. If that's something you guys might be interested in. But as far as Ghidorah is concerned, and to understand Ghidorah in this series, is I'm playing off the trope that Michael Daughtry once said, you know, Godzilla makes everything better, and then he said, Ghidorah, or in the movie he said, you know, Ghidorah is the one who is many, right? So, the one who is many, what does that mean, right? And then in the movie he also got his neck chopped off, and so with these monsters, I am trying to tie in as much as I can, like Ghidorah. Well, he's been in every era of Godzilla, right? From Showa all the way to Reiwa. And I'm trying to tie in all of the powers in all of the versions together, because he is the one who is many. Does that make sense? He is the one who is many. So it's not that they're physical manifestations of Void Ghidorah. Void Ghidorah could manifest in this reality if he wanted to anyway, but in my story, Ghidorah is a lot more. There's a lot more going on that you just don't know yet, which you'll find out as the story progresses. But let's just put it this way: you've seen 2. You know for sure that there are at least 2 Ghidorahs, but there are more Ghidorahs in this story. You just haven't seen them yet. As far as what Godzilla Earth is, So in that scene, it purposely looks different than the rest of the series. And it's kind of long and drawn out, and there's some, I feel like, first off, I want to apologize. I should have edited that scene down a lot more. It's a little too extended. Because when I originally made that scene, there was going to be some dialogue, but I decided not to put it in. Because a lot of people don't like the dialogue, and it's kind of a challenge for me to tell a story for you guys without dialogue, you know, so maybe you guys could understand what's going on, so on and so forth. But Godzilla Earth in this story, at least in that episode, represents the spirit of Godzilla. Here's a really good way to explain it, right? So like, you've seen, this came out, okay, mind you, I've only recently found out about, you know, Attack on Titan, the final season, and what happened and stuff, right? But I watched a bunch of videos on it. In Attack on Titan, for those of you who are fans, there's this thing known as the Path, which connects Ymir and all of her servants, basically all the Eldians together, right? And Ymir makes the Titans and controls the Titans and can do all this stuff, even though she doesn't exist in the physical realm. That's what Godzilla Earth is essentially. He's like the spirit of all the other Godzillas. All the power that any Godzilla has ever had and ever will have is there. So when what you're witnessing is Godzilla getting knocked unconscious and kind of having a life after death kind of experience, or a near death experience, where he's able to communicate with Godzilla Earth, and that's what he is. That is my original Mothra song kaiju mix version. It's like a dubsteppy version. So I hope that helps understand Godzilla Earth. The human in Godzilla Apex, who is he and what is he doing? Okay, I was wondering. Nobody's really even asked about the human. A lot of people assume he's a Zillion. Thank you. A lot of people assume he's a Zillion, but this is not the case. He looks human, but he's not necessarily human. I don't want to give away the name yet because that's coming. What I will tell you is kind of what I've given information away of in the series, right? You're excited. There's no episode 7 for season 2. That's it. Season 2's over. Episode 1 of season 3 will be. I'm actually hoping for the end of summer, but I'm still working that out. Anyway, so Boy Ghidorah is actually all the incarnations. Correct. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So the Ghidorah that you see in the last episode that confronts Godzilla, the one that's been summoning all these monsters, the Ghidorah, the Void Ghidorah that's in space, they're one and the same monster. Like, they're one and the same monster, to a degree. Each, it's kind of like it's taking a piece of Ghidorah and he's manifesting it. And they're like mentally linked, psychically linked, however, they're linked, you know, together beyond dimensions. But the individual manifestations, to a degree, have some sort of control over themselves. As far as the human is concerned, he programmed the Gigan to be protectors, to be defenders. There's a lot of background story for that character and other human characters, which will be getting introduced in season 3. For now, I guess the best thing I can do to tell you about this human character is he is on the side of the monsters. He's on the side of the monsters. um, think of radius. like a Ghidorah hive mind, very much like a Ghidorah hive mind, very much so. And with that being said, there will be other versions of Ghidorah showing up in this little series. As far as the human and the future humans are concerned, there's going to be a lot of story coming along with that. I'm kind of developing. Is Destoroyah returning to Godzilla Apex? Okay, here's the thing. I like Destoroyah as a monster, the way it looks and stuff, but realistically as a monster, he's one of the weakest ones out there. I don't understand why everybody thinks he's so powerful when he's really not. He picked on a junior version of Godzilla and wiped him out, and then he fought a dying Godzilla essentially, and who was at its peak of power and couldn't do anything to him, right? Like, Destoroyah is just kind of a weakling in my opinion, but he is a fun monster nonetheless. Will he be coming back? I haven't decided if he's going to come back or not. He did get dragged into the portal, and as you guys have seen, many monsters that have gone into the portal have come out of the portal very different than before. So, I don't know if Destoroyah is going to come back, and if he does come back, I would like to have a different model for him. Not that I don't like the model that he currently has, but I want an Apex version, because that's kind of one of the other things that I'm working through right now. Is I have all these Apex models, but I also have all these other models, and I want to try to move to using just the Apex models. I even have a very Apexy looking Godzilla version of Godzilla coming. So yeah, why did that non-human guy tell his monsters to take care of each other? Is there something big coming? Yes. There is something big coming. Obviously he wants Millennia Goji to train Todo, and teach him how to be like a Godzilla, you know, like Godzilla, like, look, if you were to Godzilla versus Gamera, who wins, right? Hands down, Godzilla wins. Just, Gamera is just really fragile. Like, he bleeds, he gets cut, he gets damaged a lot, and it's cool, and I like the realism, but Godzilla has the healing factor. So, even if Gamera did do anything kind of crazy, Godzilla would just, you know, just win. Godzilla wins easy. Yeah, easy. That being said, the human guy, or the non-human guy, wants Millennia Goji to teach Todo, like, how to fight. Not that Todo doesn't know how to fight or anything like that, but there's a reason why he's asking, and I kind of don't want to give that away just yet, because it's going to be another thing that's going to pop up in Season 3. So yeah, hope that answers that question. You think Destoroyah is still in the series? He was combined with a MonsterVerse scholar to become Nemesis. Well, that is true. But I mean, that is true. I don't know if I should say any more, because I don't want to, like, I don't want to like give anything away, you know. You're gonna be AFK for a while. So, all right. Any other questions about Apex with the story, what's going on, the monsters, all that good stuff? Oh, but only for 4 minutes? Okay, for 4 minutes, he says. Yeah, but any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to a different subject? What gave me the idea to come up with the series? I've always wanted to make an animated show. I'm a big fan of Godzilla, and you know, with everybody and their opinions these days, you know, like everybody gives their opinion. I'm of the kind of mind that says, like, if you're gonna complain about something, or if you're gonna say something is terrible, whatever, let's see how well you can do, right? Like, that's what other people will say. So, like, I decided that my opinions on Godzilla stories and how they could be told and how they could be used or whatever, not used, but how they could be, like, interpreted or whatever, I would just try to make my own. And at first, I made the very first episode of Godzilla Apex, which is only like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that. And that was it. It was only going to be just that one. And then I was going to do other things because I had a Rodan short film that I did. But people liked it so much, they wanted to see more, so I just started making more. And I didn't know what I was doing. And I kind of wrote the story. For season 1, all of season 1, I had no clue what the story was going to be until I got to the end. But then I started coming up with the ideas for season 2, season 3, all that kind of stuff. So, what's my favorite Godzilla movie? To this day, still to this day, my favorite Godzilla movie, probably still going to have to be Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Still my favorite. Still the best. I actually have several Godzilla stories. I have several ideas that I want to do. Like, I thought about doing like a documentary style series, Walking with Godzilla or something, you know, or Walking with Kaiju. I thought that would be cool. Will Godzilla Ultima appear in my series? I thought about it. I really have thought about it. I don't know. To be honest. I don't know. I really did think about it though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I do like Singular Point. I mean, I even put Salunga in the series, right? Just to give a shout out to Singular Point. He gets destroyed by Rodan and eaten. But I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know if he would actually be like worth watching, you know, because in the anime, he doesn't. There's not a whole lot of fighting that goes on, you know. It's just like him versus Manda, and he like shoots one of them in half, you know. It's like, eh. I feel like they made him too overpowered initially, you know. But I am curious to see what they're gonna do with Mechagodzilla. I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do with that. Will Megalon appear in Godzilla Apex? Look, only if I get more people come to support me on Patreon so I can have the model made. I want to put Megalon in Godzilla Apex. I already have an idea for his story arc. I really do. But I can't do it because I don't have the funds to get more models made. And YouTube has not been paying out as well as it normally has. And I need more people to join my Patreon. So, hey, here's a quick shout out. If you guys want to help out, you could join my Patreon at Scry Productions, patreon.com/, look at patreon.com/Scry. Look, there's the link. If you just go to that, patreon.com/Scry, I'm updating it. All of that, all the money that I make off of Patreon goes back into my YouTube channels. All of it. Except for when I have to pay bills, because that goes into YouTube as well. I need to pay for the internet and the electricity. What's up, Athos? Hey, you have a question. Oh, hey, say Godzilla. What is your question? Rodan, awesome with huge potential. What's your question, OG Heisei Godzilla? You should put the subtitles when the kaiju are roaring. Why? They're not... Why? Why do you want subtitles when they're roaring? So you can see... You want me to put on the subtitles like when Godzilla roars, I'll just put roar? Godzilla roars? Like that's it? Because so we know what they're talking about. But you know what they're talking about. I show you what they're talking about. Do you favorite Titanus of MonsterVerse? Do I have a favorite Titan of the MonsterVerse? I think that's what your question is. Ghidorah. Huh. Done. Next. He is messing with me. I mean, like... That was your question? Like, you wanted subtitles? Like, cause they're not... Like, I don't actually have... Let me try to figure out how to explain this one. Have you ever seen Walking with Dinosaurs or any nature documentary at all? Because when you watch one of those, the only person that's talking is the narrator. And you see the animals acting however they act towards each other, but you don't hear what they're saying when they roar or anything. So when you're watching a cub like roar or play with the papa lion or whatever, you don't see subtitles what they're saying. You just know that they're talking to each other. And usually in the animal kingdom, animals don't make noise unless they have to. And it's usually like, that's how they communicate, you know? It's not like us where we talk. Dude, if we communicated, if we had to live in the wild like we do, like if we had to live in the wild right now and we communicated like we do right now where we talk to each other, humans would die so fast, animals would find us and kill us. So my goal was to like make it to where you would see them like communicating but not know what they're saying, but you would know what they're doing or know what they were just talking about, right? So Yeah, it's kind of like Animal Planet. Yeah, it's kind of like Animal Planet. Like, that's honestly something that I would really like to do, is make a Godzilla series that's like Animal Planet. Like doing a Godzilla documentary or something. My Team Kong, Godzilla or Team Kong? Bro, Godzilla all the way. Kong is not a kaiju. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm Team Godzilla all the way. Kong, I like Kong, but Kong is like... Kong is on like a Mothra level for me. Like, Mothra always dies, so does Kong. Kong dies all the time. In every Kong movie, he dies. Or I should say, in every Kong story, Kong dies. He's just he's meant to die. Kong is not representative of a kaiju people. Kong is representative of Beast from Beauty and the Beast. That's all the original King Kong movie was Beauty and the Beast. That's all it is. Godzilla has nothing like that. Godzilla was never related to humans in that way, you know? Yeah, Kong B. I'm alive, but I'm dead. So yeah, that's why I'm Team Godzilla all the way. I saw Godzilla first. Team Godzilla all the way. All this music, by the way, all of this music you've been hearing is music that I made myself, and you can find it on the YouTube channel. You can download high quality versions of these if you become a Patreon today. And you can even use them in your videos if you want. Please, if you're going to use the content that I provide for you to use, please become a Patreon. That being said, I'm also going to be making green screens for you guys. I'm going to make some new ones. Some new Godzilla green screens of Godzilla doing things like blowing his breath or maybe walking across the screen for a screen transition, you know? You know, whatever, like if you want to show off your art or you want to talk about something or whatever, make a little video about Godzilla. I'm gonna make stuff like that for people to use. I think you guys would possibly like it, right? He would have died. Look. MonsterVerse, Godzilla versus Kong. 100% facts. Let's get real for a second. If the military wasn't there and the humans weren't there to help Kong out, Godzilla would have drowned him. He was dead. In the second battle, he kills Kong. He literally kills Kong. Like, Kong ain't shit, and the only reason they even made a big deal about having Kong is because they're trying to figure out a way to make money off of a franchise that will never make money like Godzilla will, because Kong was never meant to be a monster like Godzilla. He's never meant to be 50 meters or bigger. He's always supposed to be like the size of a T-Rex at the most. That's it. That's it. I don't know why people keep trying to make him into this big monster kaiju thing. You guys gotta stop. And I don't care if Legendary said they're making a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. Like, good for them. What did he eat to get so big? Yeah, you know, I kind of want to know that too. Like, here's my question. All right? Here's my question. Chat, answer me this. Kong Skull Island takes place during the Vietnam War, which was how many years ago? Because we can actually figure this out. Like, Okay, so let's just say that the Vietnam War, because Kong Skull Island happened at the end of the Vietnam War when everybody was getting ready to go home, and then they got suckered into going to Skull Island, right? So the Vietnam War officially was over on April 30th, 1975, right? The events of Godzilla versus Kong take place 5 years after Godzilla King of the Monsters. So Godzilla King of the Monsters is the one, is like the current, like that's the one where you want to go. Like if you had a starting point, that's where you go, right? So 2019. What's the difference? How many years is that? Okay. So we have 25 plus 19. It's 35. 44? 44 years? Is that correct? I think my math is wrong. Chat, I think my math is wrong. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hang on. I'll do the math real quick. So it's 44 years. 44 years is how long it took for Kong to go from... How big was he in Skull Island? Legendary Kong. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, so 1973. This is when it happened, 1973. So we tack on 2 more years. Not 1975, so 2 more years. So 46 years, okay? 46 years. Kong in 1973 was 104 feet. This is according to the wiki, and this is Titanus Kong. So 104 feet in 1973. In 73, okay. In 2020, he's between 325 to 330. We'll go 325. We'll just say 325 to make it less ridiculous, okay? So, if the events of King of the Monsters happens in 2019, 5 years later is 2024. Tack on another 5 years, so 49. So, I'm sorry. So we're looking at 51 years for Kong to get 24, to get to 325 feet from 104. Right? 50 years to grow over 200 feet. 50 years to grow 200 feet. Now, ask yourself this question. If Godzilla was supposed to have lived since the like Precambrian era, shouldn't he be like Godzilla Earth size? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Anyway, that's my Kong tirade. But I wish what Tohody's... I wonder... I mean, it took 51 years for him to grow 200 feet. And... that's really fast if you think about it, right? To grow that much. What's even better is that in Godzilla versus, or in Godzilla, or in Kong Skull Island, the dude specifically says Kong isn't a full adult, which means he's a sub-adult. He's not a baby. He's a sub-adult. So if he's a sub-adult and he's that tiny, so like 50 meters-ish, right? Godzilla of 1954 size. How did he go from that to 324 in such a short period of time? And if that's also the case, then when was he born? Because with that kind of growing pace, the battle between the Kongs and the skull crawlers, that should have happened in the middle of the war, don't you think? Or maybe at the beginning of the Vietnam War. When did this battle happen? And it needs to be accurate. Like, if they don't, like, this is why I'm not a big fan of the story of the MonsterVerse. The designs are cool, the music's cool, the special effects are great. MonsterVerse itself as a story it's not cohesive. That's why I'm making my own. The Gog is ancient and just use him as a punching bag. The Gog? The god is just ancient. And yo, what the fuck? Like, what happened at the end of Godzilla vs. Kong? Like, Kong stays in the hollow earth and Godzilla stays on the surface?
Local legends call it Rodan.
I don't understand. I do have this one series that I really want to do, this really cool idea. But I need you guys, if everybody here became new Patreons today, I would be able to get the ball rolling on this new project. That being said, this new channel, it's called Epic Fantasy Battles. Because I want to make other things besides just Godzilla animations. And have fun making battle sequences and animating them and seeing what I could do with that. So that's what this new YouTube channel is called.
The Fire Demon. The Fire Demon. The Fire Demon. Rodan.
And just FYI, I don't know if you guys watch the shorts that I put out, but I'm doing a remake of, or my, like, a different version of Ghidorah the three-headed monster, but shorts. It's not going to be very many, but it's going to be there, you know. Check it out. Might like it. I think that's it, though. I just wanted to go live, let everybody know what was going on. We hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel, y'all. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much for the subs, for watching the content. I appreciate everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you all. I think I'm going to go now and eat. You guys have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.